Welcome to RA Today Express. I'm Doug Walker, editor of NEA Today and RA Today. NEA members need to listen to the President of the United States, not just what the media says about his views. In this video report, NEA President Dennis Van Roekel details the work underway with the Obama administration, the myths surrounding the President's policy on performance pay, and makes clear what NEA will and will not support in this critical area.
I'm Dennis Van Roekel, president of the National Education Association. Recently, President Obama gave quite a speech on education at the U.S. Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. In his speech, he talked about the 5 pillars for education, starting with early childhood all the way through college affordability. And I especially liked his little postscript where he said, "Parents, we need you to be part of this too. We can't do it without you. You need to spend time with your kids, turn off that TV, and be involved in their education." But no matter how great that speech may have been, the press pretty much told a different story. I'm sure you received lots of phone calls and emails just as I did, because the headline said, "Merit pay, Obama takes on unions." And it's difficult to change the story once the press puts it out there. So today I wanted you to hear in his own words what President Obama believes and says about performance pay.
So let's make a promise right now that if you're a teacher or a principal doing the hard work of educating our children, we'll reward that work with the salary increase that you deserve. If you're willing to teach in a high-need subject like math or science or special education, we'll pay you even more. If you're willing to take on more responsibilities like mentoring, we'll pay you. If you excel at helping your students achieve success, your success will be valued and rewarded as well. Here's the key. We can find new ways of increasing pay that are developed with teachers, not imposed on them, not based on some arbitrary test score. That's how we're going to close the achievement gap that exists in this country. And that's how we're going to start treating teachers like the professionals that you are. In some places, we've already seen that it's possible to find new ways to increase teacher pay that are developed with teachers, not imposed on teachers. Now, I know this wasn't necessarily the most popular part of my speech last year, but I said it then and I'm saying it again today because it's what I believe. And I will always be an honest partner to you in the White House.
For me, as I receive the calls from the press, my comments usually go this way. Number one, he didn't say merit pay or performance pay. He said pay for performance. If that means giving teachers an additional pay because they have national board certification, we support that. If it means giving teachers additional pay because they are mentors to first and second year teachers, we support that. If it means giving teachers additional money because they're working in poverty schools, we support that. On the other hand, if what he said means that it's the old failed merit pay proposals, we will oppose. If it means payment for test scores, we oppose that. And then I try and end every interview with a comment that says, you know, the sad thing to me is that the President of the United States outlined a comprehensive plan to transform public education. And the press focuses in on one little thing and distorts what he says. What we ought to be focusing our attention on are the 5 pillars that he talks about. We need to transform public education. We need to change what's happening to America's children. We cannot tolerate 25 to 30% of the students not graduating from high school. And we ought to be working together with President Obama, with Secretary of Education Duncan, with governors, with state legislatures. The important thing is we need to change what's happening to America's children, and we ought to do that together. And in closing, I just want to say thank you for all you do each and every day for public education, for students, and for the members of NEA.